Hey, what's going on, people? Welcome to the gun shop. Well, the rumors come, they go, and we hear leaks and these leaks, and it's trickling in. Oh, we're not ready to do it. Sony says, no, we're not developing the PS4. We're just getting into our stride with the PlayStation 3. But all the rumors for Microsoft, the next generation of gaming console, we're going to call it this, even though some people are like, oh, don't call it that. Who cares? You know exactly what we're talking about. The Xbox 720, the next iteration of the 360. But the rumors, it's not like Microsoft says, oh no, we're not developing any such thing. It's never like that. They just say, oh no, that particular rumor or what they're saying is wrong. They're not saying that they're not developing it, and now we're getting even more reliable reports, at least based on this article, and I'll give you a link to that as well in the description if you want to read it. But basically, the dev kits have been sent out to, or will be being sent out to EA and Ubisoft. Now, for those of you that don't know what dev kits are, developer kits. And basically what happens is they send out PCs configured very, very similar, like in terms of the architecture, the power, and what they're capable of doing to what their intentions are with the Xbox, next generation Xbox, the 720 we'll call it. Yes, I know some of you hate that, but who cares? So they say, okay, here's what the graphics card is going to be capable of in the new Xbox. Here's what the processor is going to be. Here's what the RAM is. And then what they do is they put that in a PC and they ship it off. So that when the developers get it, like Ubisoft or EA, they look at it and they're like, okay, this is what we're working with. This is how we're going to develop our game. So they know that the game will run perfectly on that new system without even having the new system. So that's what the developer kits are. In light of that, they're saying that these developer kits are supposed to be shipped off to these, the big publishers or the big developers by the end of this year. If that's true, we may very well, and remember the rumor also is that they're going to announce it in the E3 convention, which is I believe in June in LA, for the next generation. If that happens, historically what Microsoft will do is when they announce that they have a new system, it's usually 6 months later. So what will happen is June comes out, although it'll be less than 6 months. June, boom, they announce it, Xbox 720, whatever they're going to call it. I'm actually very curious to see what they're going to call it. But once that comes out, boom, Christmas time, the new system's out. They cannot afford it. I think Microsoft's chomping at the bit. They're highly competitive. Very, very aggressive company. I know everyone else is competitive, but they're very, very aggressive. They like to just nip everything in the bud. With the Wii U coming out next year as well, there's no way that Microsoft, and this is what I said, some of you have watched my older videos, I said there's no way Microsoft will sit back and allow that to happen. And it looks like they're not. That's exactly what I said. If Wii U is doing that, they're not going to allow another company to basically just get to the next, although, the Wii U isn't technically next generation, but who knows, maybe it's in line with what the 720 is going to be, what the PS4 is going to be. We don't know that. It's just, whatever. That's my personal opinion. So it's going to be coming out. We may very well see a new Xbox system by Christmas. Is it too soon? I know a lot of you are like, we don't need it, but look at the gap in technology. We can vastly improve. As long as you're not doing it just to fill that gap, I want to see a noticeable leap in terms of technology, so that the games being developed for the next generation Xbox are not, number one, not limited to a DVD. I don't want to see another, game limited to 7 gigabytes. Let's see the Xbox have the capability of, whether it's a Blu-ray or flash-based, but many gigabytes, 50 gigabytes, whatever it happens to be, but increase that. Stop limiting it, because you know what pisses me off is that I prefer to play on the PS3, and even if you're on the PC or the Wii, you should, or Wii U actually in the future, but you should feel kind of ripped off, because whoever has the least number of like storage capacity, other than doing multiple discs, which is a pain in the ass, let's face it. For manufacturing costs, you want one disc, you want to get it out, and that's it. So multiple discs aside, when someone's like that, they generally, if it's multi-platform, they're going to base it on the lowest one, which happens to be the DVD. Actually, it might be the Wii, which sometimes is the reason why the Wii doesn't get all these huge multi-platform games. They're just like, listen, we're not going to do it because we're going to have to dumb it down. We need to port it, and if there's excessive amount of time involved or required in order to port a game, like they build it for Xbox and they say, we're going to port it out, or they build it for PS3 and port it out, whatever, let's just say. It's almost always Xbox, so let's just be honest here. So when they port it out, it's got to be able to go fairly easily. And if the stats are all over the place in the programming, that's why it's also hard, and some developers have expressed their discontent with creating it for the PlayStation 3 because of the Cell processor. So we're looking at this likely, if these rumors are true, if E3 in 2012 releases the Xbox, the new Xbox console, you will likely see it in the holiday season of 2012. That's pretty damn soon, man. Like, I mean, I was saying 2013, 2014, way back when. This is a lot faster, and it looks like Microsoft, if these reports are correct, they're like, no, we're not holding back. I mean, how hard is it really? Think about it. They're like, oh no, it'll take years to develop. It's a PC. It's like making a custom-made PC. Slap in a graphics card, slap in this, slap in that, make sure it works all together, shove it under one thing where you can't actually alter any of the components, which is, you know, why PC gamers laugh at us, and then ship it out. Put it in a pretty little box, and done. That's it. So what would you like to see in it? Would you like the DVD again? I personally wouldn't want to see that, but maybe some of you, for whatever reason, so like, oh yeah, the DVD, I love the DVD. That's what it should have. Screw the Blu-ray. Why increase it to 50 gigabytes? Just keep it on the, yeah, whatever. Listen, would you rather see it Blu-ray or flash-based or some other storage ability for the games? But you gotta want to have the storage capacity increase. 7 gigabytes is just garbage, especially nowadays. Let's see what happens. Is it going to be that vastly improved? Your thoughts on that? You know what I mean? Can they vastly improve on what's there? Will they? Or is this just another, and I'm not saying that to stab at it, but another Wii U, like just sort of closing that mid gap? Because if it is, that's a fatal error, I think, on Microsoft's part. Because I don't think, in all honesty, that Sony PlayStation is ready to develop the PS4. I think they're waiting to see what that happens, and then maybe even pushing the envelope even further with the PS4. Anyway, that's it. So 720 looks like it's on the horizon. It's on the radar. It's a bit of a blip. It's coming in. Do we want it here? Are we ready for it? I don't know. I don't even know if I am now. I used to say, oh yeah, let's do it. I'm like, I'm kind of good with my systems right now. Anyway, that's it. Leave your comments below, rate the video, and if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to me here on The Gun Shop. You can also follow me on Twitter. That link is also in the description below. Damn it, I messed it up. Have yourself a wonderful day. Peace.